Welcome to Baz Travels. After driving 14,826 kilometers through 24 states and Washington DC, I've seen rocket launches to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I've explored Route 66, ghost towns, deserts, snow, and beaches on both coasts. From Vegas casinos to Alcatraz, the White House to Hollywood. Join me for a journey of the ordinary and the extraordinary.
Loading destination. Simulation starting in 3, 2, 1. To look around, move your phone or tablet. Click and drag if on a computer or move your head if using a VR headset. Please like and subscribe.
The Irv Kupcinet Bridge is one of the many movable bridges that define how Chicago functions as a working city. While it may not carry the same global recognition as some of the larger crossings, it plays a precise role in the daily movement of traffic across the Chicago River. Chicago has more movable bridges than any other city in North America. That is not by accident. The river cuts directly through downtown core, and for decades it served as a major industrial and shipping route. Bridges here were designed not just to connect streets, but to adapt. The Irv Kupcinet Bridge is a bascule bridge, which means it lifts upwards in sections to allow vessels to pass underneath. The design is often compared to a seesaw, where counterweights balance the structure and allow it to move efficiently without excessive energy use. This type of engineering became the standard solution across Chicago because it allowed both road traffic and river traffic to operate without permanently blocking one another. The bridge is named after Irv Kupcinet, a well-known Chicago journalist and media figure. For decades, he was a prominent voice in the city, writing columns that covered politics, culture, and public life. Naming infrastructure after individuals like Kupcinet reflects how Chicago often ties its physical landscape to its civic identity. What makes bridges like this important is not just their design, but the integration into a larger system. The Chicago River is not just a passive feature. It is an engineered waterway that was reversed in the early 20th century to protect the city's drinking water supply. That decision turned the river into a controlled system, and every bridge along it had to function within that environment. Movable bridges also required coordination. Openings are scheduled and managed to minimize disruption. In the past, bridge lifts were more frequent when industrial traffic dominated the river. Today, recreational boats and tool vessels are more common, but the infrastructure still supports both. Structurally, bascule bridges rely on large counterweights hidden within the bridge towers or beneath the roadway. These counterweights reduce the amount of force needed to lift the bridge, making the operation smoother and more efficient. It is a balance of weight, timing, and mechanical precision. Even though the Irv Kupcinet Bridge is just one crossing amongst many, it represents a broader pattern. Chicago is a city built on systems that solve practical problems. Whether it is reversing a river, elevating trains, or designing movable bridges, the focus has always been on function first. That is what gives structures like these their significance. They are not just crossings, they are working components of a city that was engineered to handle movement at scale.
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.